Hey, how you doing? There's something special about holding negatives up to light. Light where there should be dark, dark where there should be light. For years, this was the end result of hours of wrestling with film, mixing chemicals, timing how long the film sits in those chemicals, rinsing them, drying them. For the first time in a long time, probably in 3 or 4 years, I handed my film off to someone else to develop, and I have complicated feelings about that. To be clear, I love developing my own film. There's something about being involved in every step of the process, from composing the shot, clicking the shutter, developing the film, scanning the final image. It feels complete, end to end, 360 degrees, from the rooter to the tutor. You get the point. As a former painter who's used to the tactile feel of putting a brush to canvas, being able to bring images to life by hand, developing film felt like the analog equivalent, the tactile connection to the process. But lately, that connection has come at a cost. Expired chemicals, rushed developing sessions, ruined rolls. Oh my gosh, the number of ruined rolls. And film sitting undeveloped for months because I just don't have the time to do it right. I don't. So I did something I'd been avoiding. Let someone else handle the chemistry, the timing, the temperature control, all the things that can go wrong when you're rushing through it at midnight because you finally found 2 hours in your schedule to develop those roles that have been sitting on your shelf for months and months and months. Yet it felt like giving up. But here's the thing about creative work that is hard to admit. You don't get points for doing everything yourself. You get good results from making good decisions about where your energy goes. When I picked up these negatives, they were perfect. Aside from some of the crappy photos I took, clean, properly developed negatives that were ready to scan. And I got them back in 24 hours. No waiting weeks for me to find the time to develop them. It's about as instant a gratification as I could get in my workflow. Images I've been waiting to see for my projects, finally in my hands. Sometimes the most important part of your process is knowing which parts to let go of. Besides, I already outsource parts of my workflow. I send my photos to printing experts because they can produce results I can't achieve at home. So why was I holding on to film developing like it was the only thing that proved I was serious about my work? Maybe because it felt like it was the last purely analog piece of the process. Or maybe it was because I'd convinced myself that struggle equals authenticity. Some of these rolls have been sitting in my film fridge for over a year. One of them has images from a family trip to the National Museum for Peace and Justice in Montgomery, Alabama. Obviously, these are memories I want to preserve. But they stayed trapped in undeveloped film because I was too busy, too stressed, or too convinced that I had to do it all by myself. Now I have them, not because I finally found the time, but because I made a choice about where my creative energy actually needed to go. Turns out, it needed to go towards making new work, not clinging to every step in the process. Film photography already requires great patience. Waiting to finish a roll, waiting to see your images, waiting to know if you got the shot. But there's a difference between patience and stubbornness, between honoring the process and being imprisoned by it. What's the one thing that you're holding on to that's actually holding you back? Find someone who does it better and let them do it better. Your job isn't to do everything. It's to make the work that only you can make. Sometimes letting go of control is how you get it back. Thanks.